times that government should make sure they give those pirates some license.
Yes, so that
So that because you can't fight them. They've tried, it's not working.
Well, we've been joined on phone by our brother Elorm Beenie. Good morning, Elorm. How are you doing?
Good morning, Doreen. How are you?
I'm very
And
well,
Kwame as
thank
well.
you.
Good morning.
All right.
Efo.
Efo is a
Yes.
publicist and he's amazing when it comes to writing, and he's very active in this space. Even though these days I hardly see him at events and all that, but I still see he's still got love for this industry. So we see him every now and then. And Efo, condolences on the loss of your father as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Oh, he lost his father.
yes.
Oh.
Condolences, and well, we really appreciate that you took time off to speak to us this morning. I don't know if you've been following the conversation so far. I mean, we spoke to Lexi, we spoke to Socrates, now we spoke to 1O, who says that he actually makes 20,000 to 30,000 Ghana cedis a month selling CDs around the Accra Mall and other places. And he also went on to say the highest he's received so far has been 10,000 Ghana cedis. Now we're asking questions. So Chris Safo doesn't think that, like, he thinks that to get distributors in this day and age, it's going to be difficult. And even though it's something that we are all, we like, a few people are, rooting for that. Others are also of the opinion that, listen, in this day and age, who is going to buy CDs? How would it work in the industry? What are your general impressions when it comes to the sale of CDs? I mean, in terms of our music coming back into being on CDs to sell, and these pirated ones that are also going on. It's a whole market on its own. What are your general impressions?
Okay. So I didn't listen to Lexi's comments on the topic, but somehow I got to catch up somehow with Socrates' points that he raised. But I read what Lexi wrote yesterday, trying to uplift the image of sale of CDs. Now, the first point is, how many stores do we even have that are selling CD players now? And how many companies are even manufacturing these gadgets for us to use in modern day streaming or playing music or exploiting music? I know we all know the answer. Now, even with the existing number of people who have CD players from vehicles to even homes, how many of these gadgets are in good shape to sell? Now to the artists. Any artist who would be honest with you, the amount of resources that you put into producing CDs is very expensive in this time. And to even sell it or market it and promote it is very, very, very expensive. You might not even get the money back that you actually invested. In the case of Wano, like you said, there are exceptional cases that he was not even selling. He is only, seeking for appeal for people to give him something in exchange of his CD. But people who actually price their CDs and sell it, they are not making money because all of these things have become more like collectibles. People just want to have a CD that they have that, oh, okay, I have Wano's album, I have Ochami Kwame's album, I have Samini's album, I have Stoneboy's album, but how many people are actually exploiting the material? Also because we have more new ways of, engaging music or streaming music. There are more sophisticated and more easier ways of accessing music, which are the streaming platforms. Yes, we know there are accesses with this streaming platform from Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and the likes, but it is more beneficial and more engaging because you get to reach places and people that you might not even know that you get to reach if you are doing the legwork. Now, to Socrates saying that the artists themselves don't need to print CDs, he's right. But how many distributors in this day and age are willing to make that type of investment and go and print CDs for people to buy? How much are they going to make? What goes into marketing promotion to this as against the sale of this CD? If somebody were to be telling me we should rather look at selling vinyls now are even making extra money than even some of the streaming platforms.
True.
Because vinyls, yes, I'm listening, Doreen.
No, I said that's true. With the point you just made, the vinyls are really doing well.
Vinyls, because they are more like classics and in terms of durability, they have more lifespan than CDs. So a lot more people are moving to vinyl sales or the purchase of vinyls now than CDs. So if there's anything that we would want to look into, I would rather push for the sale or the purchase of vinyls instead of CDs. How many CDs, Doreen, would you be walking about with a Discman right now?
No.
If Kwame do the same thing, let's be realistic.
But it's not just about the two of us. It's about the other people who don't have
Yes,
or may not have
generally,
access to the internet.
Yes. Apart from that, too, yes, that is also true. But the thing is, how do I put it? There are so many people who can't walk about playing CDs on the go now because there are more, like I said, there are more new ways of accessing music. Even our parents, the vintage people, our vintage fellows, our mothers and our fathers, they all have, many of them have smartphones now, even if they don't have internet. There's a way that they can get it. Even pen drive, how many are we selling?
Okay.
Exceptional.
Yes.
There are only exceptional cases where CDs are selling. Even with almighty DJ Khalid, who is known to have the biggest marketing strategy, when he went to sell his album recently, how many sales did you make with the CD sales as against the vinyl sales?
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. There are only exceptional cases like Nipsey Hussle, Immortal Technique. These are people who did the legwork and sold their CDs on leg, but because of their repertoire. Bring that case into Ghana. How many Ghanaian artists will bring CDs now to go and sell and make good returns? They eventually lose out.
Yeah.
So these are things that we need to look into. I was telling Lexi under his post yesterday that what actually is making more money for artists or artists need to focus on is touring and merchandise. That is what will bring me more money. Not streaming, not CD sales. It is touring. When you are playing gigs and you are doing merchandise, that is what will, give you some extra returns. But to say these CD sales, I beg to differ. I will not support it. Because even 10, 15 years ago, when I was selling albums, I was doing part of the sales for Samini and Adam. How much did you make from CD sales? If you should interview any of the big artists, they will tell you they won't go that way because it's not lucrative. I'm not saying it's not working. There are people playing CDs now, but how much would they make from it? It's not lucrative. So this shouldn't even be a conversation we should do. When you ask Socrates himself, he said he's not willing to be a distributor. Why can't he be a distributor? Music is not like movies. Sorry to say, no disrespect.
Yes.
Music is not like movies whereby you can have one movie on a CD and you can watch the whole time. Now people want different choices. Somebody wants to listen to one song from Stombo and want to listen to another song from Shatawali. And the distributors are not ready to do this type of investment. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. To me, it won't work. We should look into the sale of vinyls instead because vinyls, like Wano said, somebody can pay extra. Jay-Z did vinyl sales and he made good money out of that.
Yeah.
You see?
All right.
So for me, CD sales,
it's a no.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Elorm Beenie, for speaking to us.
This is Hitz.